Welcome to Sabukaturi Unveiling TV. Here we bring you a treasure trove of knowledge and wisdom, unveiling hidden truths and untold stories from various realms of exploration. Today we unearth the formidable force of nature known as earthquakes. Earthquakes, these mighty shudders and shakes of our planet, are a fascinating and crucial aspect of Earth science. They are essentially the Earth's natural means of releasing stress. When the Earth's plates move against each other, stress accumulates within the rocks. Eventually this stress becomes too much for the rocks to bear, and they break or shift, releasing energy in the form of seismic waves. These waves travel through the Earth, causing the shaking we feel on the surface. From minor tremors that barely ruffle a leaf, to catastrophic quakes that reshape landscapes, earthquakes are an undeniable testament to the dynamic nature of our planet. Understanding earthquakes is key to deciphering the Earth's mysterious inner workings. Now let's delve into the nature of earthquakes. What exactly is an earthquake? Picture this. Beneath us, the Earth's crust is made up of several large slabs called tectonic plates. These plates are constantly moving, albeit very slowly, about as fast as your fingernails grow. These movements can be in any direction, and sometimes the plates collide, pull apart, or slide against each other. This is where our story of earthquakes begins. When tectonic plates collide or slide past each other, they don't always move smoothly. There are areas of resistance, we call these faults, where the plates get stuck, but the plates continue to push and strain. Imagine trying to slide two rough pieces of sandpaper past each other. There's friction, right? The same thing happens here. Over time, the stress at these faults builds up until it becomes too great. When the force finally overcomes the friction, the energy that was stored is suddenly released. This energy then travels through the Earth's crust in seismic waves, much like ripples spreading out when you throw a stone into a pond. And voila, you've got an earthquake. These seismic waves are what shake the ground beneath our feet. The shaking can be so slight that we don't even notice it, or so violent that it can bring down entire cities. The strength of an earthquake is usually measured on the Richter scale, with each unit increase corresponding to a 10-fold increase in magnitude. But here's a fun fact. Did you know that earthquakes can also occur under the sea? In fact, these undersea earthquakes are often the cause of tsunamis, those giant sea waves that can cause massive destruction when they hit land. So there you have it. An earthquake is not just a simple shaking of the ground, it's a complex process involving the movement of massive tectonic plates, the release of stored energy, and the propagation of seismic waves. So an earthquake is essentially the Earth's natural means of releasing stress. Now that we know what earthquakes are, you might wonder, when and where do earthquakes occur? Earthquakes aren't picky about their timing. They can strike at any time, day or night, throughout the entire year. However, their locations are not so random. They primarily occur in regions where the Earth's tectonic plates interact. These are gigantic slabs of rock that make up the Earth's outer shell or lithosphere. One such region is the infamous Ring of Fire, an area in the basin of the Pacific Ocean where a large number of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur. This ring is home to 75% of the world's active volcanoes and 90% of the world's earthquakes. It's a prime example of a subduction zone, where one tectonic plate is forced under another. Other earthquake-prone areas include the Alpine Belt, which extends from Java to Sumatra through the Himalayas, the Mediterranean, and out into the Atlantic. This region accounts for 15% of the world's largest earthquakes. While these zones are high-risk areas, it's important to remember that earthquakes can occur in almost any part of the world. They've been recorded in places as diverse as the United Kingdom, Australia, and the central United States. When it comes to predicting the exact timing of an earthquake, we're not quite there yet. Despite advances in technology and a deeper understanding of tectonic movements, earthquakes remain largely unpredictable. We know where they're likely to happen, and we can identify periods of increased risk, but we can't mark a date on the calendar. Scientists use seismic activity data, geological mapping, and advanced modeling to identify high-risk periods and areas. These tools offer a probability, a chance, but not a certainty. In summary, earthquakes can happen anytime, anywhere, but they're most likely to occur along the boundaries of the Earth's tectonic plates. The exact timing remains elusive, a testament to the unpredictable power of nature. The when and where of earthquakes largely remain Mother Earth's secret, but we do have some clues. Earthquakes are not all the same, they come in different types. In the world of seismology, these seismic events are classified into four main categories: tectonic, volcanic, collapse, and explosion earthquakes. Each of these types has its unique characteristics, origins, and effects on our planet. Firstly, let's dive into tectonic earthquakes, the most common type. These occur when stress within the Earth's lithosphere, its outermost shell, reaches a breaking point. This stress is caused by the tectonic plate's constant movement, and when it's released, an earthquake happens. Tectonic earthquakes often occur along fault lines and can be pretty powerful, sometimes even catastrophic. Next, we have volcanic earthquakes. As the name suggests, these are closely linked to volcanic activity. They occur when magma forces its way to the surface, causing the surrounding rocks to crack and shake. These earthquakes are generally localized around the volcano and can precede or follow an eruption. Then there are collapse earthquakes, a smaller scale event. These are triggered by caverns collapsing or similar subsurface implosions. Often they are the result of human activity, like mining. While these earthquakes are generally not as strong as tectonic or volcanic ones, they can still cause significant damage in areas where they occur. Lastly, we have explosion earthquakes. These are the result of the energy released from an explosion, whether man-made, like a nuclear detonation, or natural, like a meteorite impact. These are the least common type, but they can be incredibly powerful and devastating. So there you have it. The Earth's shaking and quaking aren't just random occurrences. They are the result of various processes and activities within and on the Earth's surface. Whether it's the shifting of tectonic plates, the fiery fury of a volcano, the sudden collapse of a cavern, or the impact of a nuclear explosion, each type of earthquake gives us different insights into the Earth's diverse seismic activities. A question on many minds is, how long does an earthquake last when it hits a specific location? Well, the duration of an earthquake can vary greatly, depending on a number of factors including its magnitude and location. In essence, an earthquake is the release of energy that's been stored in Earth's crust. This energy propagates in waves, causing the ground to shake. This shaking can last from mere seconds to several minutes. Smaller quakes, often those that you might not even feel, can be over in less than a second. However, larger quakes, the ones that cause significant damage, can shake the ground for up to several minutes. The location also plays a crucial role. An earthquake shaking can be felt over a large area, and while the epicenter might experience shaking for a longer duration, areas further away might feel it for a shorter period. While it might feel like an eternity during the shaking, most earthquakes last less than a minute. Have you ever wondered what the strongest earthquake ever recorded was? Well, let's journey back to the 60s. The year was 1960, and the location was Valdivia, Chile. This South American country was to become the epicenter of what we now know as the most powerful earthquake in recorded history. Taking place on May 22nd, the Valdivia earthquake reached a staggering magnitude of 9.5 on the Richter scale. This is a number that speaks volumes about the sheer force and energy released during this event. The effects were devastating. The landscape was dramatically altered, buildings crumbled, and tragically, thousands of lives were lost. The quake even triggered a series of tsunamis that reached as far as Hawaii, Japan, and the Philippines. This catastrophic event was not just a local disaster but a global phenomenon, with effects felt around the world. The Valdivia earthquake serves as a stark reminder of the immense power nature holds. Our journey into the world of earthquakes has been enlightening, hasn't it? We've explored the nature of earthquakes, delved into when and where they occur, and uncovered the various types. We've examined the duration of these seismic events, and even journeyed back in time to revisit the strongest earthquake in recorded history. These tremors beneath our feet are more than just natural disasters. They're a testament to the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet, an intricate part of Earth's geological narrative. Understanding earthquakes allows us to better comprehend our world and prepare for the future. From the subtle signs that animals might detect before an earthquake hits to the devastating effects that follow, every piece of knowledge equips us to build a safer, more informed society. So let's continue to unveil the mysteries of our planet together, one tremor at a time. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.